Well, I'm most privileged to have with me in the studio now a remarkable individual, Mr. Dave Hanna. He is the chairman of an organization called Lift Up America. Dave, always good to see you.
Well, great being with you, Don. Thanks for having me.
Dave, you know, I met you nearly 4 years ago. You were giving a speech in Scottsdale, Arizona about your remarkable organization. Why don't you tell us what it's all about?
Well, a lot's happened in 4 years.
Yes, it has.
You know, I think the simplest way to talk about Lift Up America and the Ambassador Compassion Program is that we teach responsibility and leadership to the youth of America, primarily through the public schools. And the public schools have taken a lot of hit, as you know, recently for the education issues. And certainly there are challenges in the school system, but there are also challenges just facing Americans. And what we're learning as we work with the schools is the schools are responsible for teaching information. And knowledge, they tell us, is what, doubling every 6 months now? Mm-hmm. So what information do you keep pouring into kids? On the other hand, last year over 8% of American high school kids tried to take their lives. I mean, didn't think about it, but actually tried. So we live in a challenging time for a lot of our kids. So if I go to school and I'm constantly given information and I'm struggling with life, I'm saying, what's the benefit of this to me? Well, on the Lift Up America Ambassador Compassion piece in Level 1, which is designed primarily for freshmen in school, we teach LIFE. The L is for labor. In other words, if you're going to succeed in life, by the way, you need to work. Kind of a remarkable concept, right? And then the I is for influence. All of us, we influence people, people influence us, we have good influences and bad influences. And so when the young men and women start their 3-month journey, they actually write down their goals and dreams for life. Well, then you start pointing out to them, if you don't work, can you achieve your dreams? Well, all of a sudden, you know, I probably can't. Well, if I've got these good influences in my life, how do those help me with my dreams? Well, those people will help me. But what about the bad influences? And so all of a sudden it's like, oh, I didn't realize that these people who are negatively influencing my life can really mess up my ability to achieve my dreams. And then the F we teach is forgiveness, and that's been a fantastic subject because so many kids have been betrayed by family and friends, particularly among the really difficult, you know, area kid groups. And so when the kids get angry and they carry that anger with them, life gets difficult. So as they learn to forgive the people who have hurt them, it dramatically changes their outlook on life and their personal outlook. And then finally, you know, we teach kids how to deal with and learn experiences. Life will be good and life will be tough. So that's really Level 1, and it's amazing to see what's happening.
Well, I know that you've got a remarkable event coming up in October at Hollywood High School. It's going to be broadcast all over the world. Tell us what's going on.
Well, we actually, if you want to see transformation occur in kids' lives, they tell you there's 3 things you got to do. You got to teach principles that work. You've got to create activities that lead to change. And then you need to measure the change. And then you got to create a reason for kids to want to do those things that change. And so we call this train, measure, and honor. And then each fall we kick off with what we call the train part, and we're doing it on national television in Hollywood High on the 18th of October. It'll be televised into schools across the country, and then, you know, thanks to you, we're going to put this on national television across the United States in the next few weeks. And this sets off the whole training piece, and then the kids go through a 3-month journey where they take these principles, put them into action, and then we, of course, use the major sports teams and movie premieres to honor the kids who successfully complete the program.
Once again, the organization is Lift Up America. You really need to learn about this organization. Go to their website, liftupamerica.org. Learn all about it. Dave Hanna, again, I mentioned you're a remarkable individual. You work tirelessly at this. Congratulations, and thanks for joining us on the program.
Well, hey, thanks for having me.